And joining me now to discuss this citizens' revolt is National Review editor-at-large and Fox News contributor Jonah Goldberg. Jonah, thanks for being with us. Now, the two observations, Jonah, I want to get your thoughts if you agree. First of all, I'm shocked that the Democrats sent out these simplistic talking points, and then secondly, that they're referring to a veteran like we saw in that scene as part of an angry mob funded by K Street lobbyists. Does that strike you as odd?
I think it's weirder than that. I think this thing is, the White House response to this is such a bizarre and really fundamentally un-American act of desperation. I mean, just 5 minutes ago, dissent was the highest form of patriotism. Now people at town hall meetings speaking up are considered part of the mob. Remember how much trouble Ari Fleischer got in when he said, in response to some guy saying something terrible, that maybe we should watch what we say right after 9/11? Now you have the official White House asking people to report on their neighbors if they distribute email. I mean, it is a very creepy, weird situation.
So, but what specifically you're talking about is, and I'll get to this, and then I want to go back to the tapes here in just a second, but for example, if we can't track all of these emails through casual conversation, but you can let us know. If you get an email, you see something on the web about health insurance that seems fishy, right to the White House. I mean, it almost sounds like a secret police, you know, reporting where citizens now report on each other, doesn't it?
It does. Look, the White House, I really think, is sort of in a death rattle on this. They realize that they've got themselves in a corner, and so they're lashing out in ways that make them look terrible. And, you know, the health care bill itself, or whichever bill we're talking about this week, the health care effort is a piñata. I mean, you can bash it from any angle and you'll get some reward. And the White House can't defend it, so they're attacking you know, citizens. It's an amazing act of desperation. I can't remember the last time I've seen something like that.
I've never seen it. Usually they'll go after Fox News. Usually they'll go after guys like yourself who author books and write on National Review Online, or Sean Hannity and Talk Radio, and Rush Limbaugh and Mark Levin. So I find this is almost unprecedented. Now, we just saw a veteran at the Congressman Bishop, you know, town hall. Let's look at these people that are the angry mobs. Look at this. It's an elderly woman asking Claire McCaskill a question, and this is all part of the angry mob. Let's roll that tape.
Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, and the rest of the people in Congress and the Senate, are they going to be willing to be on the same plan they're asking us to be on?
Does she seem like an angry mom? She seems like she could be my mom.
Well, look, according to Barbara Boxer, if you dress neatly and politely, you're a rent-a-mob. I mean, look, this is the administration whose leader is a disciple of Saul Alinsky, who made his name as a community organizer, stirring up, you know, fake outrage, and whose chief political advisor, David Axelrod, has gotten rich off of creating AstroTurf fake mobs, and they have the chutzpah to accuse this little old lady and this veteran and these other people of being fake. You can't get actors that good.
All right. Well, what is the net result of this? Now, I think I know the answer. If you go out and try and smear the American people, as far as I recall, we're still we the people, smear them, intimidate them, use a campaign against them, and discredit them, what is the net political fallout of doing something like that?
Well, I think the net political fallout is that this really is an act of desperation. They see this thing slipping away between their fingers, and so they're lashing out without thinking about it. And the wonderful thing about angry American citizens is that when you try to slime them, they don't go away. They come back. It's a very don't tread on me kind of political culture. And I think that this is going to bite the administration throughout the rest of the summer. It's going to make it increasingly difficult. You're already seeing congressmen trying to dodge town hall meetings in their own states. And no matter what Robert Gibbs says to say that these are fake, the congressmen going to these town hall meetings know who the people in their own districts are, and they know that they're not fake.
But does that... because, and I'm not trying to interrupt you, but does that change the political configuration? In other words, I don't think blue dogs in districts that voted for Republican presidents get away with voting for cap and tax, get away for voting the stimulus that was supposed to keep unemployment below 8%, and are now going to get away from voting for health care, and then still be able to define themselves as fiscally conservative. Do you think now they are willing to separate from Barack Obama because they don't want to go down with that ship?
It certainly looks that way. I mean, you sort of have to go blue dog by blue dog on a lot of this. But it seems to me that, you know, the Obama administration has caught itself in a really hard place because now we've heard sounds from, you know, Henry Waxman and those guys saying if we lose the public option, then they're going to bolt. And so Obama is stuck between, you know, both two sides of Democrats. I don't see how he gets out.
All right, Jonah, always good to see you. Great insight. National Review Online. Appreciate you being with us.
Great to be here, Sean.
And coming up.